Today we are working on a race car. Unfortunately, this is the next day. The clutch came loose. So now we're gonna try for 700. This thing has been fighting me like crazy, so hopefully today is the last day I have to see it, other than doing cold starts. But we're gonna probably do a couple more pulls and hopefully the clutch stays in. Fingers crossed. It's always my worst nightmare is a flywheel will come loose through the firewall and just take my feet clean off. But let's see. Hopefully it works. I just wanted to preface that we did not build this car. This is not an English racing car. We are tuning it, however. It is a local shop here. It's not up to me to say who did it. Obviously, when you are putting on your flywheel and your clutch, just make sure everything's tight, because there's nothing worse than getting your car tuned and then that popping off and then a whole transmission has to come out. So other than that, yeah, just be safe, guys. I mean, this is expensive stuff you're playing with, so we do the best we can, but there's only so much we can do on a pre-dyno inspection. We confirm compression, leak down, filter cut, and then just try to provide a solid tune, but that's as far as we go. When you put a car together, this is the risk you play. Obviously, here at English Racing, we have a good reputation of making shit go fast and being reliable, and we try to do the best we can, but if you are getting it built somewhere else, we are not responsible for that. That's why we have you sign a waiver. So whereas if it was our car and we built it and this happened, you wouldn't even hear about it. It would just be fixed. And luckily, I can honestly say wholeheartedly that we very rarely have this happen. So not to say people are perfect, but shit happens and we get it. But enough of that. Now let's try to make power. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. Unfortunately, the car blew off all the wastegate lines, the vacuum lines, so just an absolute train wreck this car has been. So again, like, if you're putting your car together, this all becomes your problem. So yeah, try to hit 38 pounds on the car, and then it just shot all the lines right off of it. So, and then I lost all boost control. So it was close to the end of the day, so I just called it a day, and then we're gonna go back to it this morning. Really, it's been a 3-day process of just nonstop problem after problem after problem. So hopefully today will be the last day. I don't know. We're headed into work right now. Letting the G8 warm up a little bit before we take off, and then probably need some caffeine. I didn't sleep well last night. My new daughter likes to wake me up at 2 in the morning every morning, it seems like now, because she thinks it's playtime. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some coffee, get to work, kind of show you guys what's going on. Awesome. Another day, another broken Evo. Subaru GTR. Luckily we have our coffee, so we'll be able to get through it. And back to the office. Maybe if we're lucky, it won't be here. Oh, no. It's still in here. Ooh, it sounds like I left the key in it. At least the key wasn't on the on position. Okay. This is from last night when we boost leak checked it, found out that the wastegates were all popped off. Those vacuum lines. I mean, unfortunately, guys, there's a lot of heat that runs through here, and these tend to melt, but this isn't the worst setup. I think it's the type of clamps that they used. They're these single-use metal clamps that just aren't tight enough, so. But all in all, not a bad engine bay. But let me get the intake back on and then get it fired up, and we'll start warming it up, and hopefully we'll be done with it today. All right, first test pull in the morning. Seems like my wastegate duty control or boost control is actually working as it should. So I know I've said that a few times, but hopefully this is it. 628, 431 wheel at 35 pounds. So I'm going to pull some fuel out because we are running a tad bit more rich than I want to. So there should be a good amount of power just there. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Guys, we are at 667, 455 foot-pounds. I feel like I'm having to try a little harder than I want to. Obviously, we didn't build the motor, but it does feel like, you know, for 35 pounds, 36 pounds, I feel like we should be doing better. I'm going to give it one more try here. It's kind of what I told them, and then really my recommendation is to stop. But if they want to keep going, it's their motor, their decision. So I'm going to do one more pull here. Gave it a little bit more timing out the top, and then a little bit more wastegate duty across the board everywhere. Try to get it to spike a little sooner. Generally, we'll make more power out the top. So, well, let's see what we can do. All right, we're at 38 pounds. We're gonna try to target 40, and probably call it there. I'm kind of manipulating the boost a little bit and then the torque curve to come in sooner, so it'll make more out the top. I'm trying to inch it up there because I don't like to throw too much at it right away. Obviously the logs still look good, but you know, anything can happen really, so I tend to be a little bit more cautious. And just if the car's not going to survive on the dyno, it's not going to survive on the street. So this is the best time, most controlled environment to try this. So we're going to give it one more go, and if it doesn't make the 700, I'm going to call it. So wish us luck. All right, well, customer says 698 is not good enough, so we're going for 700. So we're gonna hit it pretty hard down low now. And yeah, we're going for 500 foot-pounds now. Now that we got All right, well, we did hit a little bit of a wall on the car. Here's the dyno sheet. Last three pulls, 701, 698, 700. So we're at like 39 pounds and it's tapering off to like 34. Yeah, I think that's plenty for this car. I could probably try to add more duty at the top, but I think that should be fun for the street. So maybe back it down a pound or two, but yeah. They said they wanted 700, so we literally got for them right on the dot. Obviously the lower number is gonna be pump gas, and I still have to work on cold starts, but not bad. Good looking graph. Hopefully this is the last time I'll have to see this car for a bit. It definitely gave me a lot of problems, which normally a 2-day tune turned into about 4 or 5 days because of it oiled down our dyno because the oil return popped off, and then 2, everything was going so great until all that oil. When you bring your car to get tuned here, make sure your oil return and everything like that is nice and secure. The oil return popped off, and then 2, obviously all the other issues we were running into with the wastegate, and the clutch coming loose completely. So hope the customer likes it. And yeah, I have been out of practice for uploading stuff, so we'll try to do it more often as I'm tuning a lot more now and do it with my own personal race car. Obviously, I'm the Subaru guy, but I've originally stemmed from Evos, and I played with my old Evo, tuned it, and now I'm transitioning to GM and more of the Subaru Cobb stuff. So hopefully this was a good video. You enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, or do whatever you want. I'm just gonna be posting these because I think that we have a lot of cool cars here we could post, and you know, I've got a phone and a little bit of time on my hands, so. Okay, that's pretty good. We're gonna see if the dyno's fixed now.